is the afternoon now, 1 o'clock, and we just hiked up this pretty good mountain. We got a new vantage point here, so we're going to look around. The main goal this afternoon is try to find Tova, a peccary. We couldn't dig one out yesterday until really late. We dug one out, but hopefully we can find one today. So we're going to kind of bounce from vantage point to vantage point and hopefully be able to get one that we can put a stock in on. So that's what's going on. Gonna get to work here, start glassing, see what we can find.
Alright guys, well, we probably were here 10 minutes, and obviously it turned out to be a good spot because I glassed up a couple peccaries. Initially it was just 2, now I'm seeing 4, so there's probably a bunch more around there. So to cross this little draw right here up on another hill, wind is decent, so Ted and James are probably going to make a route, try to get behind and downwind of them, and then try to get in position. So I'll be watching from here in case they try to run off, but hopefully we can keep track of these dirty hamsters. So should be good to watch.
So we came around this hill like this in the Javelina, probably within 150 yards of us over that hill right there. So we got them all we got some in sight, and we're going to put on our sneaks now. And hopefully James does some great filming, and hopefully I do some good shooting or get a chance to shoot. So I'm looking forward to it. Here we go. Javelina's a load of fun. We got a lot of good footage for you there. But he ran from right here to right there. And if you saw one of them that was filming, luckily we knew what happened, that we saw this guy fall down, but one of them had blood. There's one right there. Anyway, one of them had blood on it. And it does go through your mind, I wonder if that's him, but we both knew he went down. And we know sometimes after they go down, the other buddies go in and try to rouse him up, or sometimes they try to bite on him for some reason. So that's what happened, is that one of those went in to check on his buddy and push him around, and he got blood on himself, which is a good sign. I mean, obviously, he went about, whatever, 15 yards. I can see him down here. Light colored. Got some decent teeth on him. That's a young boar. And just to let you know, there isn't much of a blood trail at all. So they're not always going to leave a blood trail. But thank the good Lord. Dear Lord, thank you so much for letting us be out here in your beautiful nature. See all the surrounding of all these animals. We've had such a great time, and thanks for the success on this little Javelina. Amen. I mean, we know the results, but that was a pass-through shot, and there is a little bit of a blood trail, but it wasn't down low in his thoracic cavity. It was a little high. I mean, it was obviously lethal, and it went, good lung pass-through shot. But if you hit lower, you get a better blood trail. But I'm really happy. 30 yards is what it was. And it was neat to have it on film, neat to be here with my son James and Matt. We're gonna make a purse out of them. Gut him out, make a purse out of him, and carry him out over that ridge over there. So you're wondering how an old guy like me does it. It's this hat. That's the only reason I wear this stupid ugly thing. I can't lose it. But blind, old, and ugly. Oh, that's the Javelina. We did more inspections on this Javelina, and it's old, and its teeth half of them are missing back here. And as far as we can tell, I mean, we've seen a fair amount of Javelina. This guy looks like he was blind. Both his eyes are way indented, and maybe he just followed the group around by sound and smell, but it almost looks as though he's blind in both eyes. And his coat is very, very gray compared to most of them. So he's not a monster, he's not a small one, but I think he's been past his prime, and he was still surviving. So we harvested an old guy out of the herd, and really glad I got him. Really glad to be out here doing this, and I'm glad to get to share it with you guys too. So anyway, we're gonna get to work. Alrighty guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. It's also probably Matt's last video with us, so you got a trip recap for us?
Yeah, it was the first one was James's Javelina. That was cool. I was right with you there, and it took us a little bit to get in them, but that was cool. Got to film that one. And so and then my first spot and stock buck, like I mentioned in that video, man, I keep replaying that in my head and never gonna forget that. And then today glassed up one for Ted and got to watch through the binos, and that's some crazy footage right there. And but yeah, so probably 10-11 days I think it's been, and every one of them was great. Learned a ton, so big thanks to these guys. They included me, and super thankful to have them as good friends.
Tofi boy, how was the day?
The day was good. I had the Javelina tag burning in my pocket. I told the boys, let's go. You can't lay around at lunch, take a nap or something. We gotta go. So we went up on my hill, and sure enough, Matt found them first. And they were out there feeding away, and we got into probably, I don't know, 15 of them, or 13 to 15. There was a lot. You'll see in the pictures. But it was a load of fun. I mean, just a true Javelina hunting archery experience.
Oh,
I mean, it was just a lot of fun. So a good day, and I haven't cleaned up my hands yet, but the thing's all boned out. We're gonna get it on ice.
Yep, and to wrap up the day, I mean, I think that Javelina, we've shot a lot of Javelina between the two of us, but that has got to be in the top 2 oldest Javelina I've ever seen. He's just super bony, and the hips are bony, head's bony, missing all sorts of teeth. So, and he's blind on top of that. So just a crazy Javelina to get. And yeah, it was just, I mean, ton of fun being right in the herd, and they would just not leave us alone. I think I got within about 8 feet one time. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up the video, so subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.